Hello, and welcome everyone. Today's video features a preview of the new pan-European cruiser, Svea. Described in-game, year of design 1952, a hypothetical design of a light cruiser armed with dual-purpose automatic 152mm guns. It is an enlarged version of the Swedish Tre Kronor class of cruisers, and the ship's primary purpose was to support destroyers' attacks. Now, this ship is still in NDA and subject to balance changes, of course, throughout the testing process. But let's take a closer look at the Svea. We will start with the armor layout very quickly. 25mm for upper and lower. The deck plating is 30mm. Casemate 25, the armor belt 30, and here 70. The two different strips. 30mm deck. This is all 25mm here on the aft end deck, both lower and upper. The superstructure, very lightly armored, just 13mm. The gun turrets, 20mm frontal plating. Overall 20mm plating on the turrets. If we look at the ship's citadel itself, quite long from the rear turret to the front turret. 70mm. The outward ship is 70mm, and the deck armor on the citadel is 35mm. So quite large. This is a little error in the armor model. Still in testing, so I'm guessing this could be a little mistake. Otherwise, it's a glaring hole in the armor here on the stern. In any case, very respectable for a light cruiser. This ties in to the hit points with this build, 38,100. I will ever so quickly show you the build I'm using. I'm running with Engine Boost Mod 1. I am testing the ship on the PTS at the moment. Main battery reload. Prop mod. We'll come back to this in a second. The consumables. This is the build I'm currently testing with. So, set up to hunt enemy destroyers and patrol capture points. Very nice array of consumables here. Repair party, short burst smoke generator, more found often on the Royal Navy destroyers, for example. 9km radar, ties into concealment. The second you are detected, you can pop your radar. Very effective speed boost, 30%. So very consumable, heavy cruiser, the Svea. We'll jump straight into the main battery. You have two twin-mounted 152s on the stern. These turrets can rotate 360 degrees. And you have one triple-mounted 152 gun turret on the bow. Now, all of these can rotate 360 degrees, so very, very flexible turrets. Fast firing, currently 4-second reload with this build. They can rotate 180 degrees in just over 8 seconds. The max dispersion is 129 meters, and the max firing range is currently 16.5 kilometers. You can fire high explosive and armor piercing. The high explosive, 2200, max damage, 13% fire chance. It can pen 30mm of armor with a shell speed of 900 meters per second. The armor piercing, slightly improved damage, 3000 on inflicting a citadel hit. So, very spicy main battery guns. 7 152mm guns in total. One triple mounted, here 4, and 2 twin mounted here on the stern. Moving to torpedo armament, again very, very effective. One quad mounted launcher on each side, both port and starboard. They have a very fast reload time of 70 seconds. Outstanding range at 13.5 kilometers. Max damage is on the low side, 10,700, but very effective torpedo speed, 86 knots, and a detectability range of 1.8 kilometers. So very fast, very good range, and excellent reload time. You can basically pop 8 torps into the water every 70 seconds, and having one on each side means the angles are pretty respectable. Airstrike, 8 kilometers in range, 2 available flights, 1 aircraft dropping 2 bombs, and the max bomb damage is 4,900. So 8 kilometer range. So not terrible. Virtually, when it comes to the point you're detected, you almost have everything in range, should it be a pesky sub on the surface. AA defense, you get 15 of these single mounted 40mm. The main battery, both the 2 twin mounted and triple mounted gun turret, are both dual purpose. Continuous average damage is 354, the vast majority of which is medium range, 644 out to 3.5 kilometers. Now the max firing range is 6.9. You do get 4 shell explosions per flak salvo with a max damage of 1820. So pretty decent firing range on the Svea. Can always improve this with extra flak explosions with captain skills, of course. Currently max speed with this build, the base is 34. Speed flag brings it up to 35.7. But with this consumable, this is emergency engine power, giving a 30% increase in max speed, which equates to a max speed, straight line speed of 46 knots for a cruiser, which is very, very fast. Very useful for getting either into trouble or out of trouble very, very quickly. 46 knots when in straight line max speed with this emergency engine power. The turning circle radius is 720 meters and the rudder ship time is 8.6 seconds. With this build, I am using the prop mod. You can reduce that down to 6.8, but just for testing process. Just for testing at the moment, I am running with the prop mod. So finally, stats wise, concealment rating of 73 with a full stealth build. Here, the upgrade, concealment system, and the captain skill, of course. Concealment expert. This equates to a surface detection range of 9 kilometers. Excellent. You'll be surface detected by enemy subs and aircraft at 6.9, which is the range of your AA guns. So very heavy consumable wise, repair party, short burst smoke generator, surveillance radar, and very good speed boost, 30% speed boost. So this is currently the Svea in testing at the moment. Now remember, it is subject to balancing changes during the testing process, but currently at the moment it's looking like a very, very interesting addition to Tier 10. A close range DD killer potentially. So I hope you all enjoyed this quick little preview guide. Remember, again, it is in testing, subject to balancing changes throughout the testing process. If you'd like to see some live gameplay, feel free to come over and visit me on Twitch. You can see the link here on screen. I look forward to seeing you all.